what's up you guys, this is Rob from Gay Guy Plays, and today on the Daily Grind we are revisiting yet another Warframe. However, I don't necessarily think that this is a Warframe that anybody has asked for. I'm gonna be completely real with you. I actually was, usually I peruse around the comment sections to figure out what I'm gonna talk about next, what's, the new juicy topic to cover. And I got a lot of requests. One of the recurring requests, I keep getting Equinox, and I legitimately have no they're good, they're great. I like her. I just don't know what you want me to talk about her. I don't see any foreboding issues that are happening there. However, what I did want to talk about was the one Warframe that did not get talked about, like, ever. In fact, I believe last year they were very, very low on the usage list, and I believe they were also very, very low on the popularity list that Mogamu had put out from, all of the user-submitted people that had come in and voted, and Wukong just was, like, pretty damn close to the bottom, just like his usability, which kind of confused me, because I feel like Wukong has a lot of things that a lot of people ask for. But let's go ahead and take a look. This is my standard build for him. This is when I want to use the pole. When I want to use the pole, that's the one that I use. But if I'm just in a gun shooty bang bang mood, this is actually the build that I use. So it's got a little bit more duration in there, just because I'm just gonna be in Defied. I'm just gonna shoot things with the gun, and be invincible at the same time. Let's do this because it's got a little bit of everything, just in case I feel like swapping mid-mission. But the thing that I always found very, very interesting about Wukong is his kit gave a lot of things to people that they wanted. So I don't know if you guys maybe you were too young. I make it sound like I feel so old when I play this game because I'm like, remember back when? But when Valkyr was released ages ago, I'm gonna wait for players and I'm just gonna talk and chat and maybe someone will join me, but maybe not. But yeah, so ages ago, when Valkyr and Hysteria was released, before any of that kind of stuff, a lot of people were just like, fucking, we hate the claw stance that comes with Valkyr, fuck this claw stance, it's so shitty, why don't you just... Oh, I see how it is. I see how it is. You're just gonna bail on me, you jack shit. I see. Wait, I'm doing this one, right? Maybe I was doing the wrong one. But anyway, yeah, a lot of people back in the day were like desperately asking for Valkyr, just give us the invincibility portion, let us use our melee weapons, which is basically what Defy is. I mean, it's invincibility, there is a little bit of a cost to it, but I mean, like, with Rage equipped, you're really not going to be worrying about that cost very much at all. I've given up. I'm just gonna join this one and we'll see what happens. But yeah, so you can use your melee weapons, you can get the invulnerability thing. In addition, a lot of people are very into super tanky frames, so I really like using Mesa because she's an unconventional tank, but she does have that percentage reduction. In addition, we've got frames like Chroma, we've got frames like Nidus, who has that damage reduction on his umbilical cord. I'm sorry, I cannot take it seriously. I don't know what it's actually called. They just call it the umbilical cord ability because that's what it feels like. That's what my truth is. My truth is it's the umbilical cord ability. Where the fuck is this Kufa siphon? But anyway, yeah, so he has that invincibility. He's got that tankiness that a lot of people are very, very fond of. Yet people just don't pick him. And I really have no clue why. So I'm putting this out to you guys. Let me know what you guys think about him, because he's like, every single time we talk about a rework, everybody's always suggesting, oh, we need some sort of exalted weapon. Can we have an exalted weapon? So he's got an exalted weapon. He's got invincibility. He's even got a little bit of stealth to him. So I can't quite grasp what it is about him that people don't find fun. I've actually been playing him for the last 2 days, and I don't know, it's kind of nice because I kind of feel like it's a bit of freedom to be able to play whatever I want to play, like whether I want to play ranged or whether I want to play melee. I can pretty much go into any mission and I'll be just fine, it's a rare day that I'm down with him. It happens occasionally if I'm not paying attention to I'm not paying attention to if buffs are up, or I just walked into a nullifier bubble or something and forgot to refresh. But for the most part, he's unkillable. And in addition to it, they did fix the combo on his number 2. Let's see if I can pull it off real quick. So his staff work is pretty enjoyable to use now. It's not impossible to trigger some of his combos. Hold on, I kill this son of a bitch. Where's the other one? Where's the other one? They always zip around all over the place. It's hard to fucking spot them all the time. Okay, 1, 2. Oh man, I'm not getting it. Nope, that's not it. Hold on. I mean, he's got a big, like, especially if you're trying to compensate for something. Like, there you go. Wait, no? There you go. His second combo is much easier to, oh, let's get you. Wait, oh, I need to get out of that. Let's get you. Yeah, so I don't know, I just kind of find it confusing as to why people aren't more fond of him. Like, you have a whole lot of freedom when you use them, so it's kind of like one of those things where it's like, okay, well, I don't get why people wouldn't want invincibility. And I'm wondering if it all comes down to this perceived notion of cheese, like, oh, I don't like it because it's cheesy. Like, do you feel that his invincibility is cheesy? Because, you know, let's be real, it kind of is. Kind of is, but, you know, there's a lot of other people out there that you can argue have cheese to them as well. So I don't know if that's the case, or maybe possibly it's because it's a bitch to fashion frame him into something that I think looks super cool. Like his coloration is definitely not my favorite. Or maybe it's because he's a monkey. Like, do people kind of feel weird because he's slightly anthropomorphic? I mean, we've got Excalibur and he's like a knight and he's like kind of like the poster child. And, you know, I mean, think about it. Both of them have exalted weapons. Both of them have the ability to open enemies up to melee finishers. They both have really good AoE damage, you know? So, I don't know. And they both got, like, built-in defenses, toggleable defenses. So, I'm not quite grasping why he isn't more popular. Is it because, I mean, think about it, when it comes to survivability, everybody's always looking for that specialty. Everybody's like, oh, well, you know, I want a frame that can be the best at something. I personally think that he's pretty fucking solid when it comes to tankiness and survivability. He's, you know, invincibility is pretty much tankiness. So what is it about that? What is it about that doesn't quite work in his favor? I have no clue where the fuck I'm going, to be honest with you. Sorry, team. Sorry, team. I'm working that way. I just don't quite know. But yeah, I mean, I've had a decent amount of fun. Oh my god, fuck all this. Fuck all this. I've had a decent amount of fun with playing with him. It's just, I mean, maybe it's because he's kind of like brainless. Like, you just kind of turn on the ability and you just go on a slaughtering spree. But that honestly doesn't really sound all that bad, right? And look at that cool animation. You turn into a motherfucking cloud. Come on. That's cool. At least I think it's cool. I don't know what anybody else thinks, but look at that. Look at that. That was an epic exit. At least I feel like it was pretty epic. So, I don't know. You guys just let me know what you think. I really don't know what else to say beyond that about him, other than the fact that I guess maybe it kind of comes down to maybe what people say they want isn't what they really want. Because think about it, like, for the longest time, I mean, if like I said, there were battles. I accidentally took a snapshot for some reason. There were battles over trying to get Valkyr's ultimate to just let us use any melee weapon we want. Now we have that option, and legitimately, it doesn't pan out. Nobody's cheering for it. Nobody's like rallying for it and saying, "Oh, finally, Wukong is giving us what we want. We finally got it." You know, nobody's saying that. You know, a lot of people are want tankier frames. They want high-end survivability, right? Everybody's saying, "Oh my god, we get killed so quickly when we go into escalating missions." Now, you have a Warframe that can do it, right? So why don't they choose him? And I mean, think about it this way too. The reach on his fucking ulti can whittle down nullifier bubbles before they can even get to you. So he's got an exalted ulti that lets you pop nullifier bubbles safely at safe range, and you get to be invincible. Like literally his one weakness is countered by another one of his abilities. So why is that? Why is he not celebrated more? I mean, I don't know. Like, that's, to me, that's the big question. Is I just don't quite. Oh, my kitty. Oh no, my kitty. Where's my kitty? Baby. Yeah, so it's just one of those big questions to me, because I feel like a lot of people ask for a lot of things in this game, then they get it, and then it just doesn't pan out. Oh, wrong button. Wrong button. That always happens whenever I try to toggle ultimates too. It's just like one of those things where I'm like, ah, fuck. Yeah, I got you, bitch. Take that. Take that. Look, I'm a big stick. And you can make a bunch of dick jokes about him. Like, what's not to love? What are we missing? What is the secret? We have everything that we want right here. Wukong is everything that you wanted, everybody. Except for maybe, you know, fashion frame-wise. But, you know, maybe Tennogen will fix that. We'll, you know, toss out a couple hints to some of the creators. Wukong is invincible. Don't you want your name on an invincible frame? Isn't that something that you've always dreamed of? Or maybe, is he just too good that people just don't want to play him? Is that a thing? Can we say that that's a thing? Like, he's just too good and people just don't want something that's too good? But even then, if he is too good, then why are people complaining about frames like, why are they complaining about frames like Loki? You don't need to worry, you don't even need to worry about disarming enemies when you just can't die, right? So why are there no complaints about him? I'm just gonna walk up to you. Yeah. You know, fuck off. I've got Not only am I not gonna die, but I have a period of invincibility. I literally have permanent 15 Nidus stacks. That's what it is. I have permanent 15 Nidus stacks. And due to the extreme range of like my due to the length of my massive stick, legitimately, my melee combo counter is not gonna drop. I know that, you know, well, it is gonna drop. Let's be real. Like, it's got an increase to its duration. It doesn't have that large an increase. I think it's a total of 6 seconds. So yeah, why aren't people, you know, trying to get him nerfed? Why aren't people trying to say things about him? Not trying to get anybody nerfed. But I mean, we've got a frame that's basically just invincible. I mean, toss the right arcanes on him too. Oh my god. Toss an arcane energize, and maybe I'm gonna put this out there as a thing. Maybe toss arcane energize in there. Where the fuck am I going? Arcane energize as well as like arcane grace, just to cover a little bit, cover your ass just a little bit. And it's kind of like one of those things that's just too ridiculously good, right? And it's kind of like he's a Jedi, because he's got fucking lightsabers coming out of each end of the stick. You get to play Star Wars. You get to play Star Wars, right? That's the right property. I always have to question myself and just make sure that everything's all right. I do have to say one thing. One of the only kind of crappy things about him is the supplemental stats on his ulti aren't the greatest, and because of the fact that you don't really get the benefits of like body count and blood rush with it, that does kind of hurt just a little bit. It hurts a little bit. I feel like the team has already killed everything as I'm kind of like tra-la-laing my way along. But yeah, I don't know. And look at that. I just refreshed my invincibility. I just refreshed it. Doesn't even matter. Oh my cat. Like literally, that is the issue. That is the issue. You will outlive everybody. That is your issue as Wukong. You're like, well, I'm just gonna outlive everybody. Like, everybody's gonna die as I'm just invincible. So, yeah. And I mean, because of the fact that you can even cut through certain parts of the terrain. Look, all of those speedrunners. Like, come on, speedrunner people, get on it. Where the... am I just locked out? Is that just how this is gonna be? Great. Oh my god. Should I just wait here? should this just be the end of the video? Just me being a scrub? Because, oh, thank god. Oh, I probably could have used the air support. Huh? damn it. I always forget that I have air support now. I always remember it as the only air support that I ever really use are like the turrets, and you just stack a million gazillion of them because it's hilarious to have a million gazillion, like a totem of turrets. And his combos are pretty sick too. There's a lot of things to love about him, and I'm glad that I picked him up again and I kind of remembered. But his existence, like the way that he exists within the Warframe world, he's just never talked about. Nobody like celebrates him. Kind of just confuses me completely. You know, there's frames that are too strong, must nerf. There are frames that are too cheesy, we must nerf. There are, you know, frames that are celebrated, oh my god, he's so tanky, it's amazing. Oh, it's just so much damage, they're amazing. But Wukong doesn't get any of that, and he has all of that. Well, maybe not all of it, but due to the fact that, you know, you can use some of the best, like, armor shredding melee weapons on him, you can take him to high level shit and not fucking feel bad about it. So, I don't know, I'm curious. Let me know how you guys feel about Wukong, why you feel that Wukong isn't kind of like put up on a bigger pedestal, why people just aren't talking about him, either in a positive way or a negative way. I don't feel like anybody really talks about him unless someone like forcibly brings him up, kind of like I did yesterday in the my cheese versus your cheese video. Because before that, nobody had requested a video about him. Nobody was talking about him. So, yeah, that's pretty much it. Give me your feedback in the comment section below. And as always, love somebody, hurt nobody, and touch yo body. I'll see you guys next time. And maybe you'll see Wukong again. Maybe you should see Wukong. See Wukong, see how you feel about him. Go play around and experience it. Bye.